There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, it doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown.
It's Saturday morning, and Saturday is my favorite day of the week. Frank's still in bed, but I like to get up a bit earlier and enjoy my rent, as they say. So on Saturdays we usually don't go anywhere, we just hang out around the house, or sometimes we'll sit out on the porch all day just chatting. And I always look forward to this all week, just sit at this table. I also love this table, and I have all my books spread out. The more used this tabletop becomes, the better. I just want this table to be this living, breathing kind of thing, you know? So I made myself a new kind of porridge this morning, because I have more time on the weekends. That's when I like to try out new recipes. And so this is now quinoa porridge with caramelized apples and some roasted hazelnuts. So let's give it a go. That's really good. All right. I'm just gonna wait for my coffee, and then this morning, I obviously don't have anything planned. I'm just gonna dive into my books, and I also brought my laptop here because I want to catch up on my Obsidian, my digital garden, and I like to do that on Saturdays. So there were a few things that I watched last week that I really enjoyed, and I have a couple of thoughts on them. And so I want to spend some time on Obsidian writing my own articles. Take it nice and easy. So good.
Together, take me back.
All right, I think this coffee is done.
I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on. Put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. The feeling is all gone. The feeling is all gone.
That porridge was everything I wanted and more on a cold autumn morning. It is pretty cold. It's like Australian houses are not exactly known for great insulation, so as soon as the temperature drops just a little bit, it's so cold in the house. It's actually colder in the house than it is outside, so you really need to make a fire, which obviously adds to the cozy vibes, and I don't mind that. I'm currently reading M Train by Patti Smith, and I'm enjoying it. I read Just Kids by her years ago, and I sort of thought that was her autobiography, how she became an artist, and I thought that was like it. That was the only one she ever wrote, but she wrote this one too, and I was so excited. That book, Just Kids, I would say that's one of those books that really had a huge impact on me when I was younger, because she was talking so eloquently about wanting to become an artist and what it was like living in New York City at the time. And it was, it really had a lovely impact. I also realized that a little can go a long way in writing in terms of how she describes her everyday life. And that is what she's doing in M Train as well, and it's just so nice to be back in her head, in the head of this woman that I really admire and who has lived through some shit, you know, and it's just very it's very calming and it's very inspiring to me. And I'm just in my non-fiction phase again. I am one of those people who reads several books at once. So I have a pile of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books here, and I'm kind of reading all of them at the same time. Is that weird? Do you do that? Please let me know in the comments if you do that as well. But yeah, it's kind of like what I feel like on the day. Some of these are also research books, so I read them kind of when I need to. And then in the evenings, I'm not allowed to bring my phone in the bedroom. So in the evenings, I'll read only fiction. And you guys, I have started Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stephen. And it is one of those books. I just knew I was gonna love this. And I do. It's a young adult fantasy about, is it a fantasy? Yeah, it's like a grounded fantasy, I would say, about two immortals who find each other in each lifetime, and for some reason they have to kill each other in each lifetime despite being in love. And the writing is exquisite, and I'm taking it really, really slow. Just read one chapter each night before I go to bed. I could read this a lot faster. It's that great. It obviously reminds me of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V. Schwab, which is definitely in my top 5 of novels. And I would say, yeah, Addie LaRue, I read it at a time in my life when I really needed to read that book, and it had quite the impact on me. It was a fantastic book. So this feels kind of the same, and I can highly recommend both of these, I really do. So I'll definitely write about the chapter I just read of M Train in Obsidian today. I might actually start that now. So I have spoken about Obsidian before, and I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but I am just such a fan of this. Obsidian is your own Wikipedia, so you get to, whenever you find something that inspires you, be that a book, be that a newspaper article, be that a YouTube video, be that a TV show, you do a quick write-up of the source material that you watched, like a quick summary of the chapters, or it can be whatever you want it to be, honestly. It can also be a summary that you pick from the internet or whatever. So you just have the source material, and then the idea is that you go in and you write your own thoughts on whatever it is you just watched. And to me, because I am a writer, I find this incredibly helpful, but I would also recommend this to anyone. It is just so enjoyable to have a place where you can collect all the stuff that your brain, that your mind is consuming, because we live in the age of overconsumption. We forget a lot of the stuff that we consume and that we actually enjoy. And this is a space where you can collect all of those ideas. I used to do this in the Notes app on my iPhone, but it just doesn't compare and things get lost. And here you can work with tags. I actually managed to stop doom scrolling completely since I've started this. And I've been doing this for 1.5 months now, and I'm completely off all the apps. I'm just so much more interested in how my own brain works and to make these connections. I also feel like in a world that is so loud, it's important to me that I am aware of what is actually my own opinions, what is actually my own thoughts. Do you feel that? It's like we are bombarded with all these opinions, people out there giving their opinions to us if we want them or not. And so sometimes it becomes really hard to still understand what is me and what. I'm so distracted right now. I got a parrot out there, and now I need to say hello. Hi. Hello. the last few days we had a lot of cockatoos in these tall trees up here, and they were feeding on the nuts. And now the nuts have all fallen down, these eucalyptus nuts. And now the 28 parrots are coming in and they are eating the scraps that the cockatoos left behind. So you can see them all here on the ground. Sometimes they come up here to say hi. So it's just lovely to see how the ecosystem works. Hey! Such a sunny day and I don't see many clouds, so I'm actually going to put on some laundry as well. Very exciting. But in autumn and winter we get so much rain here and we don't have a dryer, so I really need to grab every opportunity I can get to get stuff dry around here. That's always a nice distraction. Okay, so for now all I'm gonna do is catch up on some old articles in Obsidian, and then I'm also gonna write up a quick write-up of the chapter that I just read in M-Train. And so if you want to set up your own Obsidian and you're curious and you just want to give it a go, I'm going to put 2 videos in the description down below. It takes a little bit of savvy to set it up for the first time, so. Now onto some more practical tasks. I need to sew my pants. I usually hang my pants out, my clothing out to dry on the porch on a sunny day. And the other day I forgot these pants, and we have a possum family that lives in our roof. And so one of the possums came down and bit a hole into my pants. It's kind of been chewing on them. So that's what you get for living out in the wild, I suppose. So I'm just gonna fix these. And then we should definitely do something outside today. It's cold in here, but it's actually quite warm out there. So I'm wondering maybe we can even go for one last stand-up paddle of the year. That'll be super nice. Can't believe it. Bit right through my pants. I wonder what it was getting out of this.